This episode is brought to you by Google Pixel, the official fan phone of the NBA and WNBA. The new Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro are built different. How? Take the Audio Magic Eraser tool. It helps block out distracting crowd noise so your play-by-play commentary sounds crystal clear. The only phone engineered by Google brings out the audio you care about so your videos sound as crisp as they look. Learn more at googlestore.com/pixelnba. Audio Magic Eraser requires Google Photos app. May not work on all audio elements.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. I think I'm going to do an advice episode and not a relationship advice episode, but I found the one subreddit just advice. So, where was it again? Advice. Reddit advice. There we go. It's crazy. This subreddit has less members than the other one. The other one had like a crap ton of members, but anyways, first one, how do you deal with the guilt of getting a pet euthanized? Dang. So yeah, let's, I've heard of that before. I remember was one of the reasons why I had stopped talking to this, one girl. She sent me a photo of herself, like, putting her dog to sleep. Or it was like the aftermath of it. I don't know when the photo was taken. I don't know if it was before they put the dog asleep or after. But it was weird for me. Like, that's somewhere I'm like, I don't understand why people take photos like that of their dogs, like, moments before they died or, like, minutes after or moments after. Like, that's stuff I don't want to see. That's something that I, like, think about from time to time. But, yeah, just have to tell y'all that for some odd reason. But anyways, so yeah, let's read this story. My 14-year-old dog was euthanized a few days ago. She had a stroke that basically ruined her brain. For 2 hours, she howled. Couldn't control her bodily functions. Kept trying to run away to anywhere and was panicked all around. I set it all up to have her seen and stay with her until her final moments. I feel guilty. I feel like I doomed her. I wonder if there is a better way, but the vet told me she wasn't even sure my dog was aware of what was happening or where she was. She told me there was nothing more that they could do. I feel so guilty. I feel like I killed my own dog. How do I cope with this? I don't feel good at all, and the entire evening is seared into memory and replaying. What do I do? So it's not your fault. The dog was getting up there in age. It happens. And, yeah, it's just like with people, when something crazy, like, happens to them, they tend to have, like, some side effects to it. So it is not your fault at all. For anybody that's ever had to deal with something like this before, where you had to euthanize your pet, it's not your fault. Not at all. There's stories where I'm like, I hear where, yeah, it's like, look at what happened to people when a horse, like, that's like a story where I'm like, I feel bad for something like that, where it's like, I guess they say, like, oh, if a horse breaks its leg, you gotta put the horse down. I'm like, so no therapy, no fixing the leg. Like, I wouldn't want somebody to put me down if my leg had broke, but if, I don't know, I overall wouldn't want somebody to put me down if something like that was happening with me and things. I would want them to probably put me in a home, but I don't know, like, this could have went down in any different way, but at the time being, like, yeah, but it's a dog. Like I'm saying, like, I can't compare a human to a dog, so overall, bad examples. Erase everything I tried to say about comparing humans and dogs and stuff, but no, the dog was having some issues, so, like, it was probably best. Like, I don't know, like, I overall don't accept the whole, like, it would be hard for me. Like, I would most likely, I feel like I'd be feeling the same way. So, but after a while, like, you can go out and get you another, like, here's what I say. The dog was getting up there in age. Of course, you are going to feel bad. Anybody would, because I know I would. Give it some time, and you should be feeling better. Once when you feel comfortable to get another pet, do that and just give that second pet the best life ever. You usually taking your mind off of things helps. That's what I do. Keep busy. Comment sent. There we go. Then next one, another dog related one. GF's dog POS, or am I crazy? So yeah, sometimes dogs can be like that. And I had a friend, his dog definitely, like, I don't know if it was just, I don't know, it could have been a race thing, but I'm like, the dog was black itself, so I'm like, that's kind of weird, like, black on black crime for no reason, but no, it's like a good friend of mine's, his dog, I remember there was a time where I was over at his house playing, like, NBA 2K, and, I felt like something, like, going off at my sweats and stuff, so I'm like, what is that? I look down, his dog is no joke, got his teeth sinked into my sweats trying to pull my leg. So I swung my leg, he runs around, barks at me. Every time when that dog seen me, he had always barked at me. Always. And yeah, I'm like, sometimes dogs are like that. They are seriously like that. I'm trying to think. My sister, her dog, I wouldn't really say he is a POS. Like, he's cool and stuff, like, once you get to know him and things. I feel like that could be the thing. Like, you don't know this dog that well. So, anyways. So, he starts off saying, my girlfriend has an 8-year-old King Charles Cavalier Spaniel. Spaniel? I don't know. Let's see. If it's a big dog, then yeah, you should be worried. But if it's a small dog, then... oh, yeah, that dog ain't gonna, it is not going to harm nobody. That dog, he or she looks like that dog. Yeah, them dogs, I wouldn't be worried. Like, I guess if it draws blood, but anyways. So he said, has that dog named Tucker. He is the single most entitled, bratty little F word I've ever met. I have an Irish setter, a smart, obedient bird dog. He listens and is a good boy. Tucker, however, is a victim to having been never told no in his 8 annoying years of life. He goes where he wants, eats what he wants, and gets whatever he wants. No, that had to stop. That would have to stop. That seriously would have to. Oh, they're showing. So I'm watching wrestling, and they're showing this, like, I remember I watched this match 12 years ago and definitely had like a teary-eyed moment. Like, this oh no, they're not gonna show it yet. They're not gonna show the ending. But anyways, so that I definitely would have to shut that down right then and there. I'm like, no, if I'm eating my food and then he gets in my face and starts barking, I'm getting loud with that dog. Letting that dog know, like, fear is going to be put in your eyes dealing with me if you come across me and my food. People don't know, like, I got a crazy side to me. So I'm like, when it comes to my food, if I won't even share my food with people, what makes you think I'm going to share it with a dog? Especially if it's some good food. I ain't going to share my food with nobody. So, anyways, then, he goes where he wants, please, when he plants, please. He will trample his 11-year-old sister if he has to. Wow, that's messed up. When he wants to go out, he screams until he gets let out. When he's done, he walks the door and instantly screams until he gets let in. When you open the door for him, he bolts through it. My dog waits for me to enter and comes through after me. I can't police my girlfriend's family on how to treat their dog because it's not my dog, but my girlfriend babying him is the root of all this. Yeah, I would have to say, don't baby a dog. Babying the dog, well, yeah, then the dog will, I think the dog will overall see, like, oh, well, I have power over this person, so, yeah, I would definitely tell her, like, treat the dog with respect, but don't baby the dog, because the dog, yeah, he's definitely, that's definitely the root of it all and stuff. So I just thought like y'all adopted the dog and then he just was acting crazy, but no, it sounds like she's had the dog since birth and things. So anyways, he will beg for food and they feed him from the table. He will literally do anything, and no matter how bad it was, my girlfriend will not even get mad or at her Bubba. Huh. I'm like, I would. I'm like, you ain't getting my food. Their family, that family probably would have told me I'm no longer welcome into the house. They probably, there's this meme that's going on where it's like a person's at work and they'll say some crazy things to a customer, and then the manager come up from behind them. They're like, yeah, it's okay if you can go clock out right now. I feel like definitely that would be me. The dog would be like barking and all that stuff. Knowing me, I would scream at him, and they're going to get ready to show this emotional moment. Overall, remember I'm going to say, but yeah. It's when Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair went up against each other, man. And then Shawn Michaels, he started looking all sad. Ric Flair, he's getting up all slow. He's still ready to fight. He looked like he's crying himself. Shawn Michaels, yes, I'm sorry, I love you. Sweet chin music, dang. How old was I when this match came out for the first time? I remember I was a kid. This was my first time ever watching WrestleMania 2, like ever watching it live. I remember I bought like a WrestleMania DVD a long time ago, but yeah, that match, dang. That was a sad match. Like, yeah, freaking, middle school me, yeah. Is this, I think, yeah, this is 2008. I think I was in middle school at the time, yeah. Yeah, middle school me. I was 11 years old. Yeah, 12 years ago, yeah, I was 11. Dang. It doesn't even seem like, then when I watch it, I'm like, man, it doesn't even seem like it was 11 years ago. Seriously, wrestling will never, ever age. There would be a match that happened like 4 or 5 years ago that I watched, and I'm like, I watched that match last year. I'm for certain I had watched that match last year. Like, it's seriously, like, they talk about the WrestleManias and all that stuff. It's crazy. I watched this 12 years ago. It doesn't even seem like it. But anyways, back to what I was saying, because now the match is over and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I probably would have yelled and screamed at that dog at their dinner table and stuff. Oh, dang, they even showing up Ric Flair, he got a daughter that's in wrestling now. She still looks the same, but at the same time, I'm like, dang, she even looks different and stuff. But anyways, yeah, they probably would have came up from behind me, her parents, and been like, yeah, it's okay if you get up and leave our house now. I'm like, look, the dog ain't eating my food. He'll eat your guys' food, but he ain't getting in mine. But so obviously, I don't like him, and because of this and how he sees me as the one male who took his girlfriend away from him, he hates me. When I come into the room, he will cower and run away. If I go to touch him, he would duck as if I were to hit him. I mean, I may seem crazy for saying this, but I think he puts on an act to get more attention from my girlfriend and keep her away from me. No, you'd be surprised. Dogs are smart. Animals are smart. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, I don't think you're crazy. Like, I'm like, hey, it's something where I'm like, you know what? That could be a possibility and stuff. It could be a possibility. Animals, if they pick and choose a person that they don't like, seriously, I went over to a friend's house and her cat, like, for those that you know, I'm not trying to sound crazy, he looked me in my face and it was like a threatening look. It wasn't a look like, you know, like, he seriously twisted his head at me and was all like, what are you gonna do? Like, he looked at me like that. And I'm like, bro, I don't even know what I did to you. Like, I just came in here to watch TV with my friends and stuff. Like, what's the problem? Like, I've never have seen a cat twist their head in a fighting motion. Like, I kid you not. Like, I should play it out in a video. I think that should be like a skit or like an animation one day that I do. Me chilling with friends and the cat that would have, seriously, if he was a human, he definitely would have killed me and stuff. Like, he would have had some choice of words. He like, who are you? What are you doing in my house? I ain't never seen you before. He like ran across me, never lived, like, the one and only time he looked me in my face was when he twisted his head and was like, what are you gonna do? He was just like, I'll stump you out right now, cat or not. Like, I'll stump you out. But anyways, when he does sleep on the bed, not as much before, thank God, he will snuggle my girlfriend, stay as far away from me as possible, stay far away as possible from me. If I come closer, he will walk between us. If I go to touch him, he will instantly yip and wake my girlfriend up, and she scoops him up and snuggles him. Sometimes he comes in the bed and wakes me up, and when half asleep, me rolls away for 2.2 seconds. He drops between us. One night, my girlfriend kept putting him on the bed to clean up his pee on the floor, but he kept jumping off because he is afraid of me. And I was on the bed. The fourth time or so, she closed the door on him. And I got up to put him back on bed, and when I did, he instantly started screaming. I'm not exaggerating. He started screaming as if I was stabbing him with a vibra blade. Bro, it's like he just being a little bit this. You can tell that this man is like upset because he's being very, very descriptive of what's going on and stuff. So it was the most horrible sound I've ever heard from an animal. And on cue, my girlfriend comes in and yells at me for hurting her Bubba and scoops him and snuggles him. I swear, I've been so upset. I'm like, look, you need to understand. I'm not doing anything to this dog. Okay, your dog is crazy, and y'all are babying him. You guys need to treat him like a pet and stop treating him like a king. Like, come on, there's a difference. So, I honestly feel like this dog is actually putting up an act to keep me away from her. Help me before I go insane and tap into my Filipino heritage and turn her Bubba into a number 5 with extra rice. Wow. Yeah, this man, he is upset. So, oh yeah, sit down. Okay. Sit down and talk with your girlfriend about her babying the dog. That needs to stop because my sister does the same thing and her dog acts the same way towards her. Instead of treating the dog like a king, she needs to treat it like a pet. Yeah. Yeah, I would say, yeah. That's good. That's good. Somebody said what? Somebody said something funny. XD bloody 8-year-olds these days. That's true. That's true. I see what they did there, but so next one, mom is planning a beach vacation for spring break, denies any facts about the virus, and my brother is calling me a little female dog for saying they shouldn't go. Yeah, you have every right to overall have something to say about that. Yeah, I don't know why people still want to travel with all this stuff and then they want to deny. I feel like if she already had bought her tickets, then yeah, she's probably all like, I don't want to lose out on my money and stuff. That's what they seriously need to do. And one of my friends had posted about it. I'm like, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Like, people wanting to travel, still go on these cruise ships, still go on these planes and everywhere else. Any transportation type stuff, like, they need to overall keep it clean and sanitized. I mean, I know they're trying to do as much as they can. But there's people out here that are like, I don't care. I overall don't. Yeah, this coronavirus, it's not scaring me and stuff until people around them starts getting sick. That's honestly how I felt. Like, people around me didn't start getting sick. But once when the shoe stores had closed down, that's when I was like, okay, no, this is serious. Like, I need to treat this as... If stores were still open, I probably would have been out and about too. But once when stuff starts hitting them, like places starts closing down and they overall are being quarantined and your city or your state is on lockdown, because Washington State, I believe that it is on lockdown. Well, I think, yeah, essential places are like, you can go to like stores and things, but but no, once when like, yeah, because like I said, like for those that don't know, I'm a major sneakerhead. So the Nike store, Foot Locker, Champs, all those places closed down. Now, before that, I remember, yeah, they were talking about this coronavirus. Now I was still kind of like, worried about it and stuff. Like, I was all like, oh, this ain't cool. Like, I'm not liking this coronavirus and things, but I wasn't taking it as serious. I was just like, I was over here thinking of conspiracy theories and all that stuff. And so I remember the last pair of shoes, I got these Jordans and stuff. Went there and was all like, okay, yeah. And it's like, talked a little bit. But seeing also how empty that place was, the mall. So the next time I had went to the mall was closed. Actually, no. Prior before that, when they said, because I follow Foot Locker, Champs, the Nike store. I follow them all on Instagram. And they all said that they were closing down their locations. And then that's when I was like, that's when it hit me like, oh, this is serious. This is major serious. I'm like, I can no longer look at people the same now. Like, I'm gonna have to look at everybody differently, because no, this is some crazy stuff where they're closing down places for this. So yeah, definitely. Once when some places and things starts closing down, then they'll get the hint. So yeah, I just don't understand why people, they still want to be out and about during a time like this thinking, oh, the coronavirus ain't going to stop me. I'm going to be okay. They just said today, though, bus driver, I guess there's some viral video of this woman coughing, and she wasn't, I guess either coughing or sneezing, and she wasn't covering her mouth. And the bus driver, like, snapped on her and things. And so I think they had overall was like trying to be like, oh, why'd you go so crazy on her and stuff? And he told his reason and things, but he ended up dying of the coronavirus. So yeah, it's a serious thing. Like, I've now treated it as a serious thing. I'm not gonna overall like be like, like, oh, I'm gonna still go out and about. Like, there ain't no places open. So therefore, yeah, there's a good sign I should overall be indoors and stuff. So anyways, next one. I'm going bald and I'm about to shave my head. I am terrified. I think I might be too, but I don't care. I'm like, look, I've gotten to the point where I accept it. If I do go bald, then I do. I'm overall just going to hit the gym and just be really buff and look like Terry Crews. Overall, as long as I'm able to still have my facial hair, that's all that I worry about. Now that I've grown facial hair, I don't care about any other hair on my body and stuff. Like, I love the fact that I have like a beard going on now. So the top of my head, like, I haven't gotten a haircut in a while. But yeah, when the day starts happening where I'm like, it noticeably starts getting really bald, then yeah, I'm just going to overall, yeah, cut it all off, bald it, get me some hats. I should be okay. My head's kind of big, but I'm alright about that. I'll probably just get me some beanies and things. But anyways, so the guy says, I'm 22. I've been going bald for a number of years now. It's to the point now where I can't hide it anymore. I've kept my hair short for a while, but I've never actually buzzed it. Even now, I can't hide it. I'm still going bald. I'm going to shave my head. I've said this so many times, but now it's bad enough that I can't show up to work on Monday without shaving my head. I'd rather go in looking like a bald idiot than balding one. I'm terrified. A lot of people are shaving their heads, but a lot of them will be growing out their hair again. I won't. I never had any interest in seeking medication or any other form of fix, but I've only ever known myself with hair, and I've had no idea how I look without it. I actually feel sick to my stomach at the thought of this. Look, bro, everybody, well, maybe not everybody. Look, bro, at some point in time, certain people are going to go bald. There ain't no stopping it. I'm kind of going bald myself, but I still have a reasonable. That's not how you spell reasonable. No, yeah. That's not how you spell. Wait, what did they? Okay, now this not reason. There we go. That's not what I want. Oh my, okay. There we go. I just had to take a moment to think about. Look, I ain't gonna hide it. I straight forgot how to spell reasonable. I ain't gonna deny it. If I'm gonna be real with you guys, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I ain't gonna deny it. I straight forgot how to spell reasonable. I was spelling it a different way, and I'm like, I had a picture in my mind, but I was just like, wait a minute, that's not. And then the word completely ran away. I caught it though. But still a reasonable amount of hair on my head, but at some point I am going to have to go bald. And I'm okay with it. In fact, that can actually help me build up a hat collection. It's like, be okay with yourself and how you look, because it's only up to you. It's only okay if you accept it. Nobody else. Yeah, because people, they're all like, oh, you should do this. You should. No, I'm doing what I want to do because it's my head, and that's what's going to go. So I slept with a girl who has a boyfriend. We now have feelings for each other. Hell, dang. That's a hard one right there. Yeah, dang. Did like, if you knew, then you're messed up for that. But if you didn't know, then I don't know. Like, that's something where I'm like, man, like, I don't want to be that guy that's out here stealing girlfriends from other guys and stuff. Like, I overall would like, I would want to, work things out the best way I possibly can. But I mean, yeah, let's read into this. I met this girl on Snapchat a while ago, not sure when. She had a boyfriend at the time, and I knew that, and I know I'm wrong for doing so, but I managed to flirt with her over Snap. See, that's your mistake, bro. If you know that this girl has a girlfriend, flirting, talking, all of that stuff, it is out the window. There are girls that I've came across in my life where they've had boyfriends. You know what? This is something that I never really came out and said. So if this coworker ever does hear this and things, I respected it. And you know what? I met her boyfriend one day. He is a pretty cool, solid guy. But anyways, and it's like, I feel like it's like that with all female. If you're a male and you female coworker is hired on and stuff, you're gonna be like, dang, I wonder what her relationship situation is. So anyways, started getting cool with her, and she told me that she had a boyfriend. At that point, I lost any feelings I had for her. I'm like, you know what? Nah. It wasn't even to a feeling situation. I was just like, let's just see where things go. Let's just kind of get to know her and stuff. And so, yeah, that thing she was mentioning, she talked about, and she said she had a boyfriend. And I'm like, you gotta accept it. You can't cross that boundary. You can't. And I'm like, and if it ever got to a point where she would have crossed out, I would tell her and remind her, hey, remember, you have somebody at home waiting for you. I ain't gonna be the reason something happens between. So I'm like, nah, you keep that energy over there and stuff. You guys gotta understand. I feel like I might be from a different planet just because of how faithful, nice, and caring I am for other people. I swear I am. It's just something that I could not do. So anyways, yeah, but I remember it was her last day. Met her boyfriend, and he's a pretty cool, solid dude. I'm like, and I've gotten to the point, I was like, you know what? If they get married, I want to be there. I was like, I definitely want to be there. I want to be there, bring my Red Bull, fall asleep during the marriage ceremony, wake up when everybody's clapping. I want to have a good time. Because I've told people, look, wedding ceremonies, I've never really been to a wedding before, but my best friend, he's getting married next year, and I told him, bro, I'm gonna fall asleep at your wedding. So, I hope I don't snore. I don't snore, but I just hope that I don't get there and start snoring. But yeah, I told him flat out to his face, I'm gonna fall asleep at your wedding. So when these two get married and if they invite me, I'm like, look, I'm gonna bring me a Red Bull. I'm gonna try to drink it beforehand. I'm gonna try to stay up, take some pictures, be like, hey, my friends is getting married and stuff, and just so on, just call it a day. But I don't know. I might get tired. I fell asleep in my graduation. So anyways, but no, continuing on with the story. She had a boyfriend at the time. I knew, wrong flirt. So over Snapchat enough to get her to FaceTime me. We FaceTime. She started off very timid, but I think that's what he meant. But after a while, we were chatting away. I ended up convincing her to come to my house, and we ended up having sex. Why would you do that, bro? You messed up. You messed up. It ain't even her fault. Like, you led her. I mean, yeah, it is her fault, for doing that. She ain't faithful, but yeah, you led her on, bro. Like, you could have overall stopped all of that. But anyways, it was rushed because she was lying to her mom about where she was going and was stressed out about getting caught. But still we had sex and we enjoyed each other's company. Man, that's messed up. She told me after she left my house today she was so ashamed of herself and cried all the way home. She couldn't believe she had to lie to her family and cheated. Yeah, feel that way. Feel a lot of it. Like, feel a lot of it. I ain't even trying to, like, be, like, disrespectful to them, but I'm like, no, she feels that pain. Feel it. All of it. 100% of it. So, then, wow. So, it gets even crazier. She came to my house 4 more times. We had sex each time, sometimes more than once, and on one occasion, she told me she loved me during sex. We cuddled after, and I felt loved up until she told me she would break up with her boyfriend for me. She even met my dad at my house and sat and watched a movie with me and my dad. Dang. That is crazy. See, here's the thing, though. Like, what if she comes across another guy and then does the same thing that she did to her boyfriend? Now she does that to you if the relationship, y'all continue on with it. I'm saying a lot of things can happen. You hurt this man? I'm like, she needs to tell him, but I think it will probably be best. I don't know. I don't think I can be in a relationship because it'll just be like a weird start. It'd just be a super, like, how do you tell, like, because if y'all get into a relationship, you bring her around your friends and stuff, she be like, oh, how'd you guys meet? You're like, oh, we met on Snapchat and stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, you ain't gonna overall, like, tell your friends and stuff. Like, oh, yeah, she was over at her boyfriend's house, so I called her over, and then we just start having sex. Like, you can't tell people that. But that's what's going to be crossing your guys' mind. That's what you guys are going to always think about, when that whole love story gets brought up and things. But, dang, man, that's crazy. She didn't break up with her boyfriend, and she's been with him 5 months after everything happened. It was her birthday on the 1st of April, and I messaged her on Instagram to say happy birthday, and we ended up FaceTiming again. And the feelings have all come back. I'm single. I feel like I should have mentioned that. She's still with them. She says she wants me, and she has feelings for me, and she wants to break up with her boyfriend, but that she doesn't want to throw away what her and her boyfriend have for me because me and her might not be as compatible as we think. I love this girl. I tried to tell myself I ain't, but talking on FaceTime and the amazing chemistry we have in and out of the bedroom is just too good to ignore. I feel like her relationship with her boyfriend is already F because she cheated. They've only been together 1.5 years, and it just feels like she should break up with him for me because either he's going to find out and break up with her, or they'll break up for another reason that will hurt more. Plus, I might not be there waiting anymore. There's like something going on wrestling right now. I don't know exactly what. See, I knew that this wasn't no, like, error. Because, no, alright, I'm sorry. Who is this wrestler? Who is it? Reveal your face. Who is it? There's this wrestler. He's been, like, constant. It looks like that the TV is messing up. And I thought it was me. And I'm like, bro, I just bought this 4K TV not too long ago. Then it started happening more and more. And I'm like, who is it? He didn't even show his face. Uh-oh, something's happening. Something is happening. Hold on. I gotta end this just so I can see what's going on. But I'll continue on this story. I'll be right back. Yeah, some stuff went on in wrestling. Look, alright. I'm a wrestling fan down to the bone. Like, when some stuff goes on in wrestling, I just have to take me a little break and figure out what's going on. But anyways, back to the story, back to what's going on and stuff. Let's just continue reading it. They'll break up for another reason. I might not be there waiting anymore. So yeah, if you have strong feelings well, I think it's overall best y'all just need to overall stop talking, because that's just going to ruin the relation. But then she might, yeah, you might get into a relationship, then she breaks up with him, then you cheating on this girl. Like, overall, I feel like that during a time like that, it's probably best that you don't date when if she breaks up with this guy for you. See where things go. But yeah, then she overall can do, like, that's something that got, like, your little love triangle that gotta stay between you guys. Like, it cannot be told to anybody else and things. So yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. I feel like, yeah, if you have feelings for the girl, wait, see where things go and stuff. But yeah, because it's like, if you have feelings for a person, you ain't gonna really, like, see nobody else and things. Like, kind of like in her situation, she ain't even really seeing her boyfriend anymore. She's seeing you. Like, you're the only one that she's thinking about right now, and probably throughout the time y'all wasn't talking, she was thinking about you the whole time, and then saying, yeah, what if she was there's, like, you say you wished her a happy birthday, and yeah, she was all like, the feelings start all coming back. Yeah, she got feelings for you, bruh. She does. So anyways, her boyfriend is part of her friend group. Her two best friends know about our fling and know her feelings for me. They are friends with their boyfriend too, and they haven't told him. My cousin, who is dating this girl's other friend, also knows, along with my cousin's friend, who is dating this other girl's other best friend. Everyone's keeping the secret from her boyfriend. I don't feel guilty. I'm a POS, but I know I want this girl, and I don't mind stepping on others to get her. Sounds bad, and is bad, but it's the truth. What do you guys think she should do? What should I do? Any input appreciated. See, somebody said the same thing I said. So this guy, shout out, somebody said super, yeah, there's like super helper. He is a super helper. No, I'm going to upvote his comment. Like, nah, because he said the same exact thing I said. Then somebody, was this the same person? Yup, somebody was all like, then, no, so the person that said, not Todd Zelly, I don't know what that means, but anyways, do whatever you want. This is your life. Just keep in mind that she's cheating on her current boyfriend. She's not faithful in her relationship. So if you date her the entire time you're with her, you'll need to wonder who she's meeting up with behind your back. Then the person that made the post said, "You're right. You're right, man. Thank you." Yes, because, like, think about it. She's cheating, okay, on her current boyfriend with you. So, and the thing is, she could be lying. She could seriously be lying about her, like, having feelings for you and staying. She probably might have some sexual feelings towards you, but love feelings, like, I don't know. That's why I'm like, she could be lying about a lot of stuff, but that's why I'm like, bro, like, she's doing this same thing. Oh, see, then they're showing some more stuff. No, I'm gonna have to pause this again because they're showing some more things on wrestling. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Yeah, it wasn't nothing. It ended pretty quickly with what I was watching and stuff. It was still continuing on the last thing, but no, it's like in wrestling they set this wrestler up to have a bad relationship with this other girl. Like, it was messed up, man. But anyways, yeah, but this girl, she might do the same thing to you if y'all get into a relationship. She's like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. Next thing you know, yeah, you could figure it out the hard way, or maybe somebody tells you. But it's like, you shouldn't be mad, because I'm like, that's how y'all met. So, like, that's why I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I would feel. Because now I'd be sitting there thinking, like, oh, she said she got feelings for me, but chances are she probably said that to the other guy. So I was like, the whole relationship was a lie. And that's how you gotta go into this relationship. If you like, if it happens and stuff, you guys overall see it as a lie. Like, you can't trust it that much. So yeah, she's with you 24/7 and she don't want to like see, she don't see any other guys, then yeah, it sounds like you're in love because you're single, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But her, she's in a relationship. So they're oh, this next one, that I ain't trying to read that at all. So anyways, yeah, but next one, yeah, there was like caught the their brother doing some things to himself. I clicked on one, but it was deleted. This, the next two, like one's all like, so like I'm completely directionless. What should I do? Then the one guy said, about to get a divorce after 19 years, and I'm scared to death. And that's crazy. Well, let's read this one. I'm completely directionless. I have zero direction in life, plenty of ambition, but nowhere to put it. No career interest interest me in the slightest. My ideal life involves me living in the woods in Oregon with a beautiful garden and a partner who loves me. Turns out you need money to live in a house, and you need a job to make money. You also need some kind of social life to get a partner, and I don't have that either. I applied to grad school and I got in for something I hate but I'm good at. I don't want to go, I don't want to do it, but I'm forcing myself because it's a career and it's good money, but it isn't me. It's not what I want to do. Well, it should be about what you want to do. Like, so that's what I'm like, you have like, you mean to tell me there's nothing that interests you? Like, so see, here's what me. After I graduated from high school, I was going to enlist in the military. But I knew that that's not my passion. That's what I didn't want to do. So I remember there was one day, it was just like some like random day too. I set up my computer and I started recording videos. And it was so fun uploading these videos and stuff. In fact, I'm still uploading YouTube videos till this day. But I was uploading like 10 to 20 videos a day. And I was doing that for a whole year. And still till this day, I'm like, I love entertaining people. I love coming up with new content. It gets to a point where you're kind of like, and here's the thing. With any job that you get, you're going to hate some things about it. You know, like there's you're gonna like the thing is, you can love the people there, you can love what you're doing, all of that, but there's going to be some problems. Okay, there's no such thing as a perfect job. So therefore, I'm like, yeah, you find something. There's something out there for you. I highly doubt that there's nothing out there for you. I'm pretty sure there's something out there that interests you. Yeah, and I'm like, you can be a gardener. Then I'm like, okay, because you say you want to build a garden. Go around, cut people's grasses and lawns. Focus on that or something. I don't know how much money that makes, but it's something, you know. And yeah, I'm like, that's, yeah, it's something, but go live down south. There's like cheap houses. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to come up with ideas for this person. I know there has to be some direction in your life. Like, you ain't made it this far without no direction in things. So there's something that you want in life. That's why I'm like, people, they want the retirement life. You can't be having the retirement. You're going to have to do something. You're going to have to work to get to that retirement life. So, anyways, then they said, I'm a very creative person, but it's hard to be creative and make money. I don't think that great of an artist, but I'm not the worst. There you go. Okay, so that was kind of like my situation, you know, like I'm a creative person. I overall didn't know what to do. Find things to do. Post your stuff out there. See, that's why I'm like, people, if you are a creative person, do not have that fear of, oh, what if people are going to judge? People are going to judge whatever. See, I remember a coworker, he told me this, and that's something that's stuck in my head forever. Like, it's going to stick in my head forever. But anyways, he found out that I was getting like a lot of hate on YouTube and stuff. And he asked me, like, you know, why he was just like, because he knows me. And he's all like, how do you get hate on YouTube? Explain that to me. So I explained to him the whole situation. And overall, for those that are wondering, like, the whole reason why I'm getting hate on YouTube, because these guys, like, to these people that are hating on me, they're saying that I don't know how to accept criticism. That was one thing that he told me that stuck in my head, and that's something I didn't even realize until he told me, was that every time when you post something, you're asking to be criticized. So that doesn't even make any sense where they're saying that you don't accept criticism and you're posting your content out there to be criticized. My thing is, the problem that I have with them, okay, hear me out. The problem that I have with them is that they don't know how to criticize people. They're overall trying to ruin a person's name, come up with lies, say all these different things about, like, these guys, I'm telling you, it ain't even about criticism no more. These guys have done far more worse things than try to push off their criticism towards me and stuff. But anyways, yeah, like that was like the major problem. I ain't even trying to get into all of that and stuff. Like, I've talked about it numerous times before and things. But anyways, yeah, but him saying that overall stuck in my mind. And I feel like that with me and YouTube, like all the times where I've gotten to the point where I'm like, should I be doing this? Should I quit? Like thinking of like second guessing myself or doubting myself in things, there's always something that ends up like keeping me going in things. I remember there was one day, it was funny, out of all the shoes I was wearing these particular shoes, but there was one day where I was seriously planning my video on talking about me quitting YouTube. I seriously was. I was like, I had it all planned out. I was like, okay, I'm going to record some videos, post them all, but after that, I am disappearing. I'm just going to watch YouTube videos. I'm no longer going to upload or any of that stuff. I'm just going to watch them. So I was at the bus stop. And the shoes, so I was talking to one of my friends. My friend told me, like, don't you do it. Don't you quit YouTube. And all the time then I didn't talk to them about it. It was like, you better not quit. And the shoes I was wearing, so there's this basketball player named Kevin Durant, and he came out with these YouTube shoes. Like, he came out, it was like it was his signature basketball shoe, but it was a YouTube edition. So it had like all this like red and white like YouTube emblems and all that. And I looked down at them shoes and I'm like, I can't sit here and quit YouTube, but I own these shoes. Like, I felt like there was a sign, like, I'm looking and I'm like, I can't give up. Like, I just can't and stuff. So overall, yeah, I talked about how I almost did, but I didn't do it. And I still, to this day, I'm not going to do it. There ain't no reason for me to. I've got my whole life ahead of me. There's so many things I can do. I'm like, yeah, I ain't going to, no. But anyways, they said, I just don't know what to do. I don't know if I should stay the course or go to grad school when I know it's going to make me miserable. All jobs is going to make you miserable. There's even times where I'm like having miserable days with YouTube, but I still keep going. Even at this job that I work at downtown, I've had miserable days too, but I still keep going until I feel happiness. Or maybe that's the adult thing to do, to get a career in something I'm good at and can make money doing. Everyone's so disappointed in me and I'm disappointed in myself, but nobody seems to have any idea what I should do. I could really, really use some advice. How do I find my purpose, or is there a fairy tale and I should just suck it up and be an adult? It's like you said you are creative. I don't know what it is that you are creative at, but that's your passion. Find a job in whatever you love doing and work hard on getting that job. And if it hasn't been created yet, you be that person to create it. Start a business about creativity. It's not how you spell creativity. Do something, but don't think that you are going nowhere in life. Otherwise, that's what you are going to think for the rest of your life. Seriously, because no, it's like you think that, then it's like you're going to be thinking that your whole life, and then you're just going to be working at these miserable jobs, and then that's when it's going to probably hit you. It's like you got to overall sit down and think about everything. You got to come out with a whole game plan of all the stuff that you want to do. Then, There's like, how do I tell my? So I'm gonna probably read this one about the divorce, but the next one is like, how do I tell my parents that hitting me, my brother, is bad for us and is associated with aggression problems? It depends though. Like if you're black or like I feel like if you're black or Hispanic, because those are like the two races I feel like that parents like they be hitting their kids and stuff. Those are the two like they're like the definitely the ones leading the race train and things on like like hitting kids and things. It's something that people are going to grow up experience. Some people, not everybody. I've heard some people where it's like they say that they ain't never got a whooping before. What? Yeah, there's like people that I've talked to. There's like I think it was my coworker. I think she said she might have been whooped or spanked once or something. And I'm like, wow, sounds like a life right there. I'm like, but overall, I didn't have that lifestyle. But it's yeah, you can't really. If that's how they were raised. That's how they were raised. They overall did have the choice of changing it though. See, that's where I'm like I don't think I'm going to whoop my kids. I don't even have kids, so I don't know, but that's something that I just don't really see myself doing. Like I feel like that overall it is like bad in a way. It kind of like puts fear in the kids' eyes when it's like the parents is just showing this like aggressive behavior towards them and stuff. But it's like at the same time, like parents, they probably frustrated and they're all like, that's the only way I can like get it through their head. You can't do whatever you're doing anymore. But it's like that's the question. Like, what are you doing to where you're out here getting whooped? Like, there has to be you doing something to where it's like they hitting you and things. I should read that. I should read that one. But let's read this one about the divorce though. So about to get divorced after 19 years. I'm scared to death. So they start out saying, I'm scared about what comes next. My wife and I have been together for 19 years, and today we decided it's time to end it. We both have issues with ourselves and the other person. Things were great for the longest time, but we've grown apart. I know it's time because I'm really not sad about this decision. We have 4 teenage daughters together. I'm worried I won't get to see them much anymore. I'm in the Army, so I can't just move to wherever they are. I'll be 40 this year, and I'm scared of starting over. How can I deal with this? I ain't never been in a divorce before, but it's like you have to get back into the dating life. It's not scary. It is different. It's not scary. It's just different. It's like you don't. Well, no, I ain't gonna say he doesn't know what to do and things, but he's like, you need to get into the dating life. It's not scary. It's just different. Yeah, I'm gonna comment that. I feel like it's it might not be the best advice, but it's something to keep him going. So, wait a minute. There's like the girl says, I'm 16 and he's 21. Yeah, if you want him to catch a case, then go ahead. Do what you want to do. But, freaking, who was it? Kylie Jenner, her relationship, I don't know. Yeah, I'd recommend not to get into that relationship. But no, let's read this one about the parent stuff. So, I stumbled upon this fact about a week ago. I read a few studies and articles, and I found out that hitting kids is likely to make them more aggressive. It all makes sense. They don't hit me for no reason, but they hit me, and that's the problem. Today, my mom hit me not so hard. Didn't even hurt on my arm, and I instantly exploded for no reason and start yelling at her, saying, why did you hit me? My parents sometimes hit hard, too. Sometimes with belt. I've also been in many fights at school. That's also a sign of aggression problems. Anyway, I just wanted to tell them to stop hitting me, and that's really bad for me. I don't know how to say it to them. I don't even know if they will believe me or not. Even with evidence, I want them to know that, no, there are better ways to discipline your child. How do I tell them? Yeah, parents ain't going to hear that. Parents ain't going to hear that. Their child telling them how to discipline the child. What I feel I would have liked to known what race this person is. Because I'm like, if you're black or Hispanic, they might listen to you for that moment you're telling them that, but it might just lead into you getting hit again. Like, that's what I'm like, yeah, it's just, you overall can't tell a parent. And it's, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe you're in high school, maybe, Like I'm gonna assume, okay, I'm gonna assume that this person is black. I'm gonna assume that they're black and things. I don't know. Overall, if your parent hits you, they hit you. Like you explode at them, then be expecting the worst. But yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all this. My mom whooped me. My mom whooped me. My dad, I think he only whooped me once. He's threatened to whoop me. He's cussed me out. But yeah, my mom, she's whooped me countless of times. I honestly, it seemed like at one point it was like she was whooping me every year and stuff. So last time I think I did get whooped though, how old was I? I think I might have been, yeah, I was 12. I was 12. That was the last time my mom had ever whooped me and stuff because I was flunking science. So yeah, it happens. But there ain't you can't tell your kids or I mean you can't tell your parents like you being a kid on how to discipline their child. I feel like maybe if it's somebody around their age, they might listen. Who knows? They might give it a chance, but yeah, that's how they were raised. That's how they were raised and stuff. So yeah, and then the aggressive behavior. I can say that there has been times where I'm like, you know what? If a fight breaks out between me and this individual, because there's been times where I'm like, please say something, please do something. I would love for you to. And I don't know. I feel like that's not even my parents whooping me. That's just based off of the stuff that they've told me. Like it's like, and you guys see it as like how, like I feel like I need to. I'm gonna assume like his parents are like my parents. They've been in the fights growing up and stuff. So and they've told me about the fights that they've gotten into. And they overall put like that image in your head that if a person is challenging you, you overall have to let them know, hey, this ain't gonna slide. So it either ends like on a good term or it's going to end on a bad term. That's me though. I'm sorry, that's just me. I don't say that it has anything to do with my parents whooping me. Like I've never throughout the times I've gotten into fights, I have never ever thought about my parents whooping me. I thought about whooping this person, but not my parents whoop. That I feel like that's just like a weird thing to cross. That will honestly probably distract me mid fight, and I will most likely lose. Like I know it's you getting into fights at your school. That's on you. That's most likely that could be the reason why your parents are hitting you and stuff. Like I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever. I remember it was like I got yelled at. Well, no, because I remember I did get into one fight and I did get suspended, and my mom whooped me for that reason and stuff. So, yep, no, that if you getting suspended, then they're probably mad. Like you are messing up in school and things, and yeah, it's like that stuff you can get kicked out of school for fighting and stuff. So, you the reason why your parents are hitting you is because I've also been in many fights. Yeah, because you are getting into fights at school and most likely getting suspended. Parents don't like that. Like when I was in school and I got suspended for whatever reason, I got hit. I overall had to accept it, but it's up to you on stopping your behavior and having control over yourself so that in the future you won't get hit. When I stopped getting suspended in school from school. Well, I did get suspended in school, but then I also got suspended from, y'all know what I'm saying, suspended from school. The hitting stopped. What else can I say? It's like when you get older, it it sounds like you are not going to hit your kids, but sounds like you're not going to hit your kids, and that's good. Me too. But what kind of, like, because now I want to say more. There's definitely more I need to say. Me too. But how your parents was raised and how they treat their kids is their decision. It's like, you can possibly change it, but who knows? Give it a try on talking to them and see what they say. But yeah, it's like, then it's like you get in school, start getting suspended and all this stuff, and then they not allowed to hit you and things. Yeah, that's going to make them mad when they calling you up, because then if something happens, with you, and then they're like the responsibility for it. It's because, yeah, it's like all that stuff that you're doing, you sit down and think about it. For the kids out there that are, who is this? I bet it's a fake account. There's somebody that just followed me on Instagram. Oh no, it's real. Oh, it's like they post like quotes and stuff. Huh. I might have to follow this person. I kind of like what they doing. Yeah, I'm gonna hit them with a follow back. I don't know who they are. Do I know this person? I'm positive I know this person. That's one of my. They got like might have a spam account or something. But anyways, yeah. You out here acting reckless in school. Your parents are gonna hit you and stuff. So, there ain't no stopping that. But anyways, I hope that was helpful. So. And that being said, I will talk to you guys later. This has been the first episode of just advice, no relationships. I don't know what I should call. I think I'm just gonna call this advice and then the relationship. But people might get like confused and stuff. So beforehand, I think I will explain to them like this is not relationship advice. This is just advice. Okay, so advice on everything. So, anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.